Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. Now, hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again. This one's going to be a exciting one. I'm here with a singer and songwriter here on the podcast today. So excited to meet you. Say hey to the world out there.
Hi.
Hey, it's so good to meet you. I was so excited. I've heard a lot about you, so I was like, yes, we need to get you. And thank you for taking your time to do this.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here, man. I really appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, no problem. All right, let's get into it. So I want to start off by learning about you as an artist. So I want to kind of travel back to the past, to the very beginning of your music career. So I wanted to kind of go from there. So how did your whole music career start?
Well, it all began when I think when I was in college. I think I was around like 24 or 25. And then I started, learning of, becoming a musician, like how to discover my sound and how to sharpen my skill as an artist. So I took the time of learning writing, songwriting skills and all that kind of aspects, and then a period of time when I started to create my own music. I started to discover this new sound called R&B-Drill. So it's kind of mixed with R&B, mixed with drill. So it has a different sound, but it blends into all a unique trend of music. So that's what I'm trying to pursue with my music career, and just trying to showcase that drill music doesn't have to portray as violent as people assume so yeah, it's different. It's different, but people can think of it as Drake mixed with Pop Smoke. If everybody listened to those type of music, so it's a unique sound with my music. So yeah.
Oh, oh, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I love R&B drill. I
Yeah.
I listened to some of it, but it's a good thing that your music's part of that. And along with that, like, how would you describe your music? How would you describe your whole thing going on with music?
So with to describe my music, when I listen to it and when I create this sound, I feel like it has a story behind it. I feel like it's much more like um, it has a story behind it. It's basically my own story of showing that hopefully like hopefulness, and a very cool chill vibe. And yeah, it's a lot to impact with my music, especially with the genre that I portray, because with new music it's very more romantic, the same side of telling about honesty, and being honest to myself, and just kind of relates that is happening uh to me, really. um but yeah, that's basically about me, about how I describe my music, really.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
Hmm.
That's good. And golly, I had a loss for thought. That is my bad. I'm sorry. That's a pet peeve I have. That's a loss of thought. Um, and where do you get? Do you have? I'm starting again. My bad. I meant to say this. Where do you get inspiration for your music from?
Yeah, so with my music, I got inspiration from Pop Smoke, Drake, some UK drill artists like Diggity. There's a bit of an inspiration that I took off from, mostly it's from Drake, but that's the kind of the songwriting stuff that I've written all my songs. So those are kind of inspiration that I look up to as an artist. But in the terms of drill music, Pop Smoke really carries on of 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 putting in a mainstream field. So that's the kind of vision, and that's kind of the aspect that I want to portray with my music, and that's the dream, really. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And I love that your point of inspiration actually comes from Pop Smoke and Drake. And
Yeah.
I love that you have that. I love that you have that as your leading inspiration. Imagine if you got to actually work with them. Well, Pop Smoke he passed, but imagine you and Drake
Yeah.
together.
That'd be crazy. I think that would be a blast because Drake was one. Actually, funny fact, I actually done kind of like an inspiration take when I was doing this coursework about who's one of my inspiration, listen to, and I just put down as Drake because he was the one that kind of influenced me as a songwriter. So it would be crazy enough to meet him and then do some collaboration. Because yeah, man, he's a golden ticket, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I see where you're going with that one, and I totally agree. I need to listen to more of his music, but I definitely would you there 100%, no doubt.
that's it.
And here's a funny one. This is a funny one I'd like to ask because I like to see their responses with this one. But golly, um, where would you be right now if you were not a musician? Where would you be?
I probably work. I probably work at like a normal daily job, like working as a kitchen porter, like cleaning dishes. But if I was a magician, I'd probably be like an actor, like working, like see myself in movies and Hollywood movies, or behind the screen, really, just to get fair opportunities for myself. So yeah, that's like kind of my backup plan. If music doesn't go really well, obviously. But yeah.
Oh, cool, cool. That's good. Golly, and now I'm lost again. I'm sorry. You probably must be laughing at me. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. No need to charge or anything.
And it's so weird that I think 50 UK and 50 from here in the US, I think is 50 that I've had here. I think it's so cool to have so many UKs out there. It's so cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm actually a fan of the US music because there's a lot of difference musically, especially with hip hop because it grown so much the period of time, especially this type of generation. Especially people from from New York, from Chicago, all those kind of in the rap game has changed a lot through this type of generation, and how rap music and also hip hop impact a lot in the social media world. So it's really kind of cool just to be just to be in that type of world, really.
Yeah, I mean that's really amazing. And
Mm,
honestly, I agree. And to back it up, I actually have come from hip hop. I actually have a lot of friends that are rappers, and so they're
Mm,
really in tune with hip hop. And it's so amazing how hip hop has grown from when it was first released to like now. I think it's grown a
yeah.
lot, and there's like more of it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Especially with this TikTok, because people tend to do a lot of challenges and increase a lot of, upcoming new artists just to get that new trend and a new attraction from new audience to build their to build themselves a career. So it's a beautiful moment for them, especially for in the rap game. So yeah, I'm a fan of it, man. I'm really a fan of it.
Yeah, most definite. Excuse me, 100%. I'm with you there, and I'm also kind of with the because write. I also write music, a sort of rap music. I also write, so I'm kind of also with them.
Yeah, that's also cool. That's also cool. But I think when it comes to writing and writing materials, uh, it takes a lot of guts and honesty to kind of tell the story of who you are as an artist because people can write different types of shit. Forgive my French, but it's just more honesty and the reality of where people can relate to your type of story and connect, and that's how big artists, even small artists, can write a certain song and they can just turn out to be a hit out of nowhere. So it's kind of amazing how music can change people's lives, really.
Yeah, most definite. And just to follow
Mm.
up, and just follow to what you said, how has music changed your life?
That's a good question because when I started, I kind of like trying to figure out my sound and trying to figure out if I was an R&B artist or even electronic musician because I got a lot of, inspiration from different artists. So when I discovered this R&B drill sound, I kind of knew like there's something that I could, really achieve. Because especially when I start sharing with my music with my friends, my colleagues, you name it, they're actually digging the sound. And the likes and the feedbacks from people saying that Jerry, we like your music, keep on going. This track is hard, blah blah, this and that. So I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and that's kind of like changed my spectrum of doing music, especially with this with this new sound that I want to put out. So yeah, it's just like when it comes to producing music, I want to like I want to make people to think like, oh, that's something new. I never expect that. I want to know more about this guy. I want to know more about this music. So that's kind of excites me the most. Like just to something unique, something that is different, something that just wake people up. You're like, raw, like that's a mad tune. Like I want to hear more about this artist, Javis. I want to hear more about his music on Spotify and blah blah this and that. So yeah, I like something that is out of the norm, if that makes sense.
I am most definitely 100%. I'm there. I'm there.
Mm. But yeah,
And
uh,
considering I don't really record music, I've been around so much of it, so I definitely get where you're going with that.
yeah. But I think musically, with the music that I produce, I don't because when people think of drill, people think of it as violent, as the most baddest not reference, but just a bad statement about a lot of stereotypes, thinking like it's related to the gang and all that kind of stuff. And with my music, I'm trying to get rid of the stereotypes and trying to tell them like, drill music is not known for these type of stereotypes. There's also, my side of the story of telling some positive. And for me, I love making music that is giving good vibes, and that's what matters for me the most. So yeah, man, I'm really excited of, more music is coming from me, really. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and I definitely see where the stereotype comes from because, for rap and hip hop, there's also stereotypes, and for pop,
Uh,
there's also stereotypes for those, and soul and R&B, there's
Correct.
stereotypes for those,
Yeah.
and it's also amazing that um you want to break those stereotypes. It's so
Yeah.
amazing that you would want to do that. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, and in fact, with my music, with this new trend sound, I'm also trying to put my music on a map and put it into the pop culture, so that it doesn't it doesn't have to hide away of, oh, this is music. This music is linked to urban music. It doesn't correlate to this type of generation. So I'm trying to push it. Like I want people to have the initiative to think like this music is pop, like pop culture. Like that's the end of the goal that I'm trying to achieve. Like once that's there, like there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to get, put a lot of work and struggle to convince people to like this type of music, really.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And your music's gonna grow even more because you're breaking stereotypes, and people are gonna love your music even more. You know, when you start to kind of redefine drill.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
And I believe that's what you're doing. That's what your mission for is, like you're redefining it because
Yeah.
stereotypes lead to wrong
Neg-
definitions. Like you said, they believe drill's like heavy and you know uh, whatever you said earlier. And you're trying to redefine it, give it a new definition.
yeah,
And you doing that in your music, it's so incredible and so unique and original, and I
yeah,
love it. I love things like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate that. And I forgot what I was about to say, but just to add on that, I feel like with this terms of music, I feel like this will open many doors for other artists and also other influences. And you might be surprised with this type of drill music is now touched by other countries, believe it or not, especially touched from New York City, in Europe, Italy, German. Like now people interpret their music into, with this type of genre of drill. But it goes down of their story and how they brought up in their own lives. So it's just a matter of putting your story out there and just tell the truth, really.
Oh yeah.
Mm, mm,
And just you saying that, I can already envision what your next project's gonna be, and I can already
yeah.
envision what the future in music for you is gonna be.
Yeah. So hopefully, hopefully by the in the future, probably like end of the year, I'm hopefully gonna release a new project called Drill Soul. So it's kind of the one that I've just mentioned about R&B. So it's much more. So it's drill music, but it's more soulful, more deep, and more like Bryson Tiller, and another mix with Pop Smoke. You get what I mean? So it's very romantic, soulful, selfless. A bit of inspiration of neo soul. So there's a lot of aspect with the music that I'm trying to put in with this new project that I'm hopefully going to release by the end of the year, and hopefully people are going to like it, man.
Yeah, I really hope they
Mm,
do, and I have a feeling they
mm,
are gonna like it.
yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah, definitely. I think it's just a matter of just putting the work in and seek for if people are inspired of this type of new sound. And yeah, I'm excited a lot.
Oh yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah,
exciting itself. And just in addition to your unique music style,
Mm.
what is your method and/or process of writing songs? Like, how do you do that?
Pandora writing songs. Can you elaborate more about that just for a moment? What do you mean by that?
Well, basically, how do you write a song?
Well, when it comes to writing songs, it reflects on your story. So first of all, when it comes to writing your material, what I do is like, what is your inspiration? Like reflect on your life, your personal life, that something upsets you, something that it give you like start when it comes to writing a song, it comes down with your mood. Like sometimes I could be really upset or someone can really piss me off and I can write a song about that. Or you can write a song that you woke up early in the morning and you wake up as a happy mood person. You can write a song about that. Or you end up having, you end up broken up with the girl that you truly love the most. You can write a song about that. So it comes down of your mood and how you feel, and that's how songs turn out to be a good storyteller, a good inspiration, and a legendary from some of the artists that people tend to listen to, especially in the pop culture world, like Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran wrote some very talented songs that he put out in his I think it's his second album, about how he when he was 18. There was a song about 18 that he wrote down when he was around in college or university about how does it feel to be a teenager when he was around 18. That could be a whole spectrums of where he grew up and all his emotions in his surround sound. If you get what I mean. So yeah.
Okay, so you kind of so that's kind of the way you write music then.
Yeah, so it comes down to my mood. Like if I'm depressed, if I'm upset, if I'm feeling all types of way, I tend to write songs. And if I watch something on the news, or it comes down into my daily life routine, and I just tend to write songs constantly, every day. And believe it or not, I actually wrote my first song when I was 16 years old, and I won't forget this one. It's called I think it's called Love Me. It's kind of like a love letter. And I've written my first song when I was 16 years old. And it started from there really. It just, about love, about, heartbreaks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
So yeah. It starts from there and I think when I was in school, I think I was around 16, and I start writing my first song, and then it's carried on from there.
oh, cool, cool. Good to know. And it's also so um unique that, the songwriting comes from moods. And the moods affect how the song goes and how a
Yeah, yeah.
song's gonna be. I mean, I find that pretty amazing. I know a couple of artists myself that do that. And they're very successful. Well, not
Yeah,
successful as one
especially
of the big leagues, but yeah.
yeah, especially from like I mentioned earlier on about inspiration about Drake, because when he released that song about Charged Up, there was that track that he released of Charged Up was a diss track to Mick Mill, how he explained about Drake, how he explained about the situation, about the backlash that he got from Mick Mill. And that's the kind of like when I heard that track and when I read the lyrics, I was kind of a bit of inspired of how he structured his songs and how he, used metaphors and similes and all that kind of stuff. And that took me in a step back and be like, okay, how can I do that? How can I write a song? Is a bit of what he'd written, what kind of tips that I want to add on to the songs that I wrote, so that people can be like, okay, and they have to rethink and go back again, be like, okay, that's what he meant. blah blah this one. So you like to challenge people the way people think of how to write a song. So yeah, man, it goes down with moods or challenges that you face down in your daily lifetime, and that's how people become a very good songwriters. Yeah.
Yeah, most definite, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree, and that's where they get the success from, also songwriters.
Mm. Yeah, and if people want to learn how to, if people are struggling to find inspiration of how to write a song, they can also come down with, country music. Country music knows how to write good songs when it comes to, giving out good storytelling and, talking about their daily lifetime. And yeah, they know how to write songs, especially with country music. So that's a good tip.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm with you there. Golly, I'm off with that again. Sorry, that's another pet peeve. Um, so I want to ask this because I know I want your honest opinion on this, honest response. But how has the pandemic impacted you as an artist?
Um, Yeah, with COVID, with a pandemic, it had its moments. It had its moments. There will be times when, as an upcoming artist who's trying to pursue their career, it comes down with money, because money was the most difficult thing for me to, find a way to promote my music and also find a strategy way to book shows and book events to, just to perform my events. But it has its moments. There will be days when I'd be happy, there'll be days when I'd be so moody. But thank God, we have the internet, and this technology could help us to not put this COVID down. So there's always hope in the end. So I'm not too worried about that too much, really.
Okay, okay, so not a worry at all. It's like, okay, and then move on then.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I see, I see. That's completely fine with me. I just wanted to see how it has impacted. But it looks like it didn't impact much. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's not happening so much. The only thing I could say is, with the situation with what is going on right now, people tend to forget that we have technologies that could put us into, put us in a way that we could promote our music in a mainstream platform, especially in social media, because you can easily get paid from it. So that's a good thing. So as long as you have this, these iPhones and all this technology could help you still perform. So there's nothing, way to stop you, especially with music.
Yes, I agree 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Speaking truth there. Golly. Um, so, um, has any time in your life you have ever had a writer's block?
Writer's block. Yeah, there's a few times, especially when it comes to recording in the studio, recording materials, because of COVID. But right now, I'm just trying to set myself to book my own studio at my house. So it's just a matter of having enough resources to record my own materials. So once I get that resources, there's nothing to stop me at the end. It's just a matter of, if once you got your own equipment, you know, you know, there's enough time of making more connections through the music industry. So yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Thanks for that
And I
input.
mm.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
and I think yeah, and I think the most important thing for people who are trying to put their music out there, I think they have to rethink of what they want. You know, I think the most important thing, like, as long as you have enough resources through your music, especially having your own equipment and have much more connections through the music industry, and I don't think nothing will stop you when it comes to pursuing your career. That's the most important thing. As long as you have connections and resources, those are the most important thing that it could carry on, you know, pursuing your music, really.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. And you got some of those artists that rush into it.
Yeah. Because people tend to forget to market themselves and also find connections, and they just hope for the best to put their music online, like YouTube, for instance, because it's very hard to market yourself on YouTube. But if you have connections as well as people building up in your music, I don't think there's not any limitness to pursue your career, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I think those people that rush into it, you know, they end
Mm.
up having to quit or having to fall in views and having to fail in their music career.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, yeah, it just goes down to your ambition and your strive. If you're willing to, you know, break through the cracks and, you know, go forward, man. Um, I don't think there's nothing to holding you back. It's just that you have to be more determined and be consistent and make sure that, you know, nothing can hold you back, especially with music. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I'm there. And considering the fact I'm a songwriter, even I go with that.
Yeah, and with songwriting, because songwriting is very challenging sometimes, but there's another way of there's another way of learning how to become a good songwriter. It's just by there's a link that I've gone through. It's called Lyrical Studios. Is where how if a songwriter is struggling to write their first verse or find an inspiration, this platform could also help songwriters to start, you know, constructing their lyrics and, you know, writing a song. So there's so many opportunities, ways of how to, learn how to become a songwriter, or even want to learn how to become a songwriter. It's just a matter of finding those connections and find those links of, build yourself as a musician or as your own career through music.
Okay, cool. And that website you said, I gotta check it out later.
Yeah, it's called Lyric Studios. Most especially for rappers, singers who wants to, learn to write songs or starting to write songs, but want to find, because with this software, with this platform, it helps you find the right words, the right rhymes, the syllables. It has everything you need as a songwriter.
Oh wow, amazing.
So let me type it in. I think it's called Lyrical Studios. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's called Lyric Studios.
Oh, cool. You can email me that later. I'm gonna go check it out later.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good. I was
That
actually started using it actually. It's really good actually. So instead of relying on Rhyme Zone or those rhyme dictionaries that you guys normally use, this platform is also really good for songwriters, upcoming songwriters who are writing their own material. So that's another good tip for you guys.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for that.
Mm.
Thank you. And we're all excited for your performance later. Can you tease us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so with this new release this track is called Away She Goes, and this song is about it's a romance. It's about the girl that you truly admire and you really want her back, and you're trying to persuade her that you don't need to, follow these other guys that always put you down. So it is kind of like a love story, and kind of like you want this girl so much, but she's running away from you. So it's just like you want her back in your life, in your love life, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
So this song is available on iTunes, Spotify, and also YouTube. And if everyone wants to listen to all my, my music on YouTube, it's called The Official JAVIS. So yeah, I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys follow me on Instagram as well. It's The Official JAVIS. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thank you for that teaser. Thank you. Thank you. And listen, Mick, is there anything else you would like to tell your fans about yourself or your music, anything?
Yeah, just one other thing is just follow your dreams and don't ever give up, man. Just carry on what you're doing, especially it doesn't have to be music, but it could be anything. Just focus yourself, believe in yourself, have a positive mindset, and make sure you can achieve whatever that you set your mind to. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, cool. Thank you for that piece of advice. Thank you. And I also want to thank you for coming down here. What you said today is very insightful, empowering, and so
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it, man. And I'm excited for for this new music that's coming.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And do you have any new projects in the making right now?
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, so probably I think in the summer I'm gonna release another single. It's not with Drill, but it's a new project, my own project that I've worked on with my fellow friends who are producers. Shout out to Chris OG, and also shout out to J Beats, who are the ones who've been working on this project for me. And also, yeah, those are the people that really helped me with this music, especially with J Beats. His music, especially with producer, he's a sick as making beats for drill. So shout out to him, and also shout out to Ghosty that I'm also gonna work with him on my next coming project. And yeah, man, I'm excited. New music, new motives, everything. It's all coming.
Wow, amazing. Thank you for that update.
Mm,
We're so excited. I'm excited. Everybody
mm,
out there is excited. And
yeah.
I do want to end things on a good note because it looks like we covered pretty much everything. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have. Yes, definitely.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And I do want to end this on a good note. So this is the part called end credits, where this is the time where you can say any thank yous, shout outs, last words you would like to say to your fans out there, and any advice. You've given a lot of advice, but if you have an additional one, you may go ahead.
Yeah, um, shout out to all my friends, my family, and all the people that been listening to my music. I'm really grateful, and for the people who helped me to build my career, I'm super grateful. Shout out to my brother Adam. He also was there with me as well, and also Josh, and also the rest of the team that was with me from the beginning. Yeah, I'm grateful, man. Appreciate it.
Cool, cool. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you. And I do want to also say thank you again for being here. I really do appreciate you taking your time. I know you had a busy schedule.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, man. I'm super grateful.
No problem, no problem. And to everybody out there, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Such a great interview. And I am so excited for his performance later that you all will get a chance to listen right after this one. And I will end everything on a good note. I hope to see you all soon in the future. And I hope you guys are enjoying season 2. I'm enjoying it. And I will catch you guys on the flip. Bye, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight as we dove into a wonderful podcast episode. Now, in this following segment, you will get a chance to hear this artist's showcase because every artist that comes on the show requires to do a showcase. So, buckle up, get some popcorn, and enjoy the showcase. I hope you guys love it, and check out the artist when you get a chance to. Hope you guys love it. Enjoy.
So babe, don't go.